Hello and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I will show you how to get from here to here with your drawing. So first thing you need is a reference photo. And the best way to do this is just to search online for whatever the subject is and then find one you like. And you can get some really cool results from something like that. You can also take a picture yourself like I did in this tutorial, but either way, it should work. So here, I just wanted to show you, you can actually take the color from an image on Procreate and then draw with that color, and that helps me see just bigger what the actual color is, because when it's shaded and mixed with everything else, it can be really hard to see and just to like get the right color. So this can help with a color swatch or just choosing your color. So you can do that with all your colors, and then those are the supplies I'm going to be using. I'll put everything in the description. Alright, so I'm just going to start with a sketch. I would recommend doing it lighter. I did mine pretty dark, but just focus on basic shapes. Each spike is a triangle. This leaf right here that I just sketched in, that's kind of a weird wonky triangle. The stem is just a stick with curves. And here I just drew a box so I knew where I'm gonna cut off my image. And then I did end up drawing in a blurry background, which I don't end up using. Here I'm just taping it off so that I don't get any colored pencil where I don't want it. And so I'm just going to start coloring, first laying down a base coat. And this is probably the most important part when it comes to the coloring process, or really just it looking real. And here in a second, I might have already done it actually. I messed up, I colored outside the line, and I could not erase it. And so if you have an electric eraser, those work great, but I could not find mine. So even after I sealed my drawing, it's still there. So I'm just adding in some dark shadow lines where the separation of the leaf is, like the sections, and then just trying to create a little bit of a smooth gradient out of that. And this is really blue right now, so I do add some green and make it a lot more green, but this is just based on the color swatch I did. The problem is I had that little bit of like a mesh for some reason on my reference photo, and I'm not sure why, but I had that, and it like mixed with the other color when I was doing my color swatch on Procreate. So yeah. And so here's where I started adding some more green and realizing that it looked a lot better than the blue. So yeah, don't go that blue if you are following along with this. And I'm just using a light blue to add some highlights and a white colored pencil. So the highlights, the contrast is just really what's going to make your drawing look real or fake. If it's all one color and it doesn't look like it has any depth or shade, shadow, whatever, it's just not gonna, it's gonna look flat and not real. So the goal is to make it look curved and bended in whatever way your reference photo has it. And there I just went in with a white colored pencil, darker green there, just darkening things up. Like I said, that contrast is very important. And as you can see, this is very quickly starting to look very realistic, and that's not just because it's time lapse. It really does happen very quick that your drawing goes from not very realistic at all to very realistic, or pretty realistic. So, for this leaf at the bottom, it is, in the picture, the reference photo, it is significantly more green than the top leaf, but I went with a little bit of a more similar thing, just color choice, I guess. And then, I just made sure to, shade that one side a darker green, and it just gives it a lot of shape. Okay, so we are now in the last step, step 4, and I actually tweaked a few things here, just off camera, added a few colors, and when I took off the tape, I did realize that there were those lines that I couldn't take off, but anyway, so I'm gonna spray it with this spray sealer thing, and it is gonna seal those lines, but I won't worry too much about that. And before I spray it, I am actually going to just tear out the page so I don't, it doesn't soak through and get on any of my other pages. I don't take all of my drawings out of my sketchbook, so I wouldn't want to ruin any by getting any stains on it or anything like that. Not that this will stain your drawing if you do, even coat, but I'm not sure what it would do if you just had like a little part that soaked through. It's never happened to me. But here I am just folding the paper back and forth along the dotted line. That way I don't tear the paper. I tear off that part, but I don't rip into my drawing. If you were not gonna cut out your drawing, which I am, but if you were not gonna cut out your drawing, that part would be very important that you didn't ruin your drawing like that. So just a nice even coat, and 15 to 20 minutes later, here it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, or at least learned something from it. And if you did, or if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.